These self-defense skills could save your life. The skills of learning how to defend yourself with a stick, any size stick, but today we're gonna be working with the Kali, Eskrima, Arnis martial arts stick. You're gonna start with one in each hand. If you only have one, just use one. But you're gonna hold it so that you have a little bit coming out of the bottom. I wanna show you immediately from the start. You can thrust to stop an attack. You can strike at a downward angle. You can strike coming up. You can strike coming across. You can come straight down over the top of the head, and you can bring it up under his chin, into his nose, into his face for self-defense. A lot of ways you can use these. The reason you have some at the end is you're gonna stick this into one of his soft spots for self-defense. But you're gonna have one in each hand. I want you to do a proper warm-up starting with this swinging motion. You're gonna involve all of the joints from your shoulder down to your fingers. You're gonna get them warmed up so that you can stay safe from injury as you learn these self-defense skills that could save your life. Pull your stomach up and in, abs tight. After you do this for about 30 seconds, you're gonna split it so one hand is coming up. Scoutmaster is here. Hello, Scoutmaster, it's good to see you. Just starting to increase how fast you're swinging to get more motion, to build more power. Hello, Patrick, good to see you. Show you from the side. Key is keep your chin tucked a little bit, stomach up and in, and the abs tight. After you've done this split move, I want you to bring your elbows in and then warm up your wrists. So you're going forward. And again, if you only have one stick, just do one hand at a time. Do 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. After you go forward for a little bit, you're gonna reverse it and pull it back toward you. Stomach up and in, abs tight. Tuck your chin, breathe through your nose. We got Tori here. Hello, it's good to see you. After that, you're gonna put that motion together with your first motion, so your spin on the way down, spin on the way up. These are just good exercises to warm your body up, properly prepare to do this training of these self-defense skills that can save your life. Today, you'll be training with your shorter self-defense stick. Hello, Texan Rider. This one is going to be about as long as your arm from your fingertip to your shoulder. So if you were looking at making your own, I always say invest your time before you invest your money. Get an old broomstick or an old rake handle, cut it down. So it's about 28 inches, 24 inches. You can go longer if you have longer arms, but about that long. If you want to see what the dimensions are, it's the first link below. Hello, Michael, it's good to see you. Michael said he's got a cane in his car. That's a good choice for self-defense. Now I'm gonna put one down. I want you to put one down so we can practice some basic angles of striking first. This is in your right hand. Put your right foot forward, bring your left hand up. You're gonna come from your shoulder, and you want it to always be in front of your body, cutting through the center line. That means don't bring it out here. You're gonna feel that in your shoulder. That puts too much stress there. It's not an effective strike. If he closes the distance, when you're swinging, you'll never even hit him. If it comes from here, it's gonna go right through him, from here to here. So you're gonna practice this first angle. You're gonna do about 5 or 10 of those. Bring it up to the second angle, which is coming off the opposite shoulder. Put those together, angle 1, angle 2. Then you're gonna do the third angle, which is the palm coming up, palm facing the sky, and you come from your same hip. This is your right hand, coming from your right hip to your left shoulder, coming across the body. Keep that other hand up. Bring it down, palm faces the ground, and bringing it up from the other side. You're striking here, coming right through for self-defense. After you've done that, put all 4 of those angles together. 1, 2, see how tight you have it right here. 1, super tight, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is gonna be horizontal with your palm facing the sky. 6, horizontal coming back, pulling that hard, fast strike for self-defense. Pulling back with your palm facing the ground. So from your shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the other hand up. 5, 6, 7. Coming straight down on top. If you can knock him out for self-defense, turn off his operating system. Lights out. And then the last one, I'm gonna have you do a thrusting motion coming up. It can be up into the solar plexus, up into, or down here into the groin, solar plexus, working your way up the body to the throat, into the face for self-defense. So we've got 1, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thrust. Then put it in your other hand. Remember to leave a little bit coming out of the bottom. That's so you can defend yourself with and strike. Also later when you learn how to disarm, take a weapon away from somebody, you can use this. Hello, Lugo. Lugo's in Ireland. You can use this part here to strip a weapon out of someone's hand. From here, angle 1, angle 2, palm up, angle 3, angle 4, coming across 5, 6, 7, straight down the middle, and 8, thrusting straight up. Switch your hands, switch your feet, other hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thrust. We'll slow it way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, straight down and straight up. A little quicker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And switch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you've been doing this with me for a while, it's time to add a little bit of footwork in. So when it comes from your right, step with the right. When it comes from your left, step with the left. Step with the right, step with the left, step with your right, step with your left, step with the right, and keep the right forward because it's just coming from the middle. Throw in your other hand, your left foot's now forward, your right hand is up. Step with your left, switch, right, left, right, left, right, left, and keep the left forward. Almost switched. So it's 1, 2. This will help you with your mobility. If it's hard for you at first, good, you're doing it right. It's supposed to be hard at first. Unless you were born with sticks in your hand and learned how to do the Kali, Salat, Eskrima, any FMA, any Filipino martial arts, you already know how to fight with the sticks. If you weren't born that way, it's gonna be a little challenging until you learn it. Get your ego out of the way and learn it. Good afternoon, Mark. Mark's here from Southwest Virginia. All right. We've been working in state capitals with my son this week. Virginia's on there. Matthew, good to see you. Yeah, beginning with the R, Matthew said, we talked the other day. Now, I want to talk about this thrust because it's my favorite move for self-defense. Now, a lot of times when you work with Kali, Eskrima, Arnis, they purists, and I'm not a purist of anything by any stretch of any imagination, but you find somebody who's so in love with their martial art, they get frustrated if you don't really focus on those spins and fighting with the spins or fighting with the slashing strikes. And I've got nothing against it. What I'm saying to you is for you to stay safe, for you to learn these skills of self-defense that could save your life. And you might not have the stick with you. You might not carry it. People ask me, what's the best way to carry my Kali sticks every day? I don't know. I don't think you can carry it most places. You can stick them in a backpack, but then you walk around looking like Daredevil with a couple sticks hanging out your back, and that might work for you, but it might not. And whether you don't have these with you, right? I put them there, they're gonna fall. You don't have them with you. All you have are the skills. You have the skills in here, and in here, and in here, right? And in here, remember the Mr. Miyagi quote, martial arts isn't in the belt, it's in the head, it's in the heart. And that's what this is. The skills are in your hands. And so it might mean fighting with an open hand or picking up a weapon and using an umbrella. Someone left their umbrella here the other day. I was messing around with it until they took it back. And they came and picked it up. And they said, have you seen my umbrella? I said, yeah, I've been training with it since you left it. Because it's such a perfect tool for self-defense. It's the perfect length. They're about this long. They're very sturdy. They're made to be sturdy if you get a good one. And you can defend yourself with it. So maybe you don't have this, but you have your umbrella. You've got a great tool for self-defense. All right, so let's talk about this thrust. This is my favorite stopping motion. So he's coming in here. Let's say he's got a bladed weapon, a knife, something, I don't know, machete. Seen a lot of hatchet attacks lately. There was that crazy guy in the McDonald's in New York a couple days ago. Made unwanted advances to a woman. Some men finally spoke up. Good afternoon, G. Carlton. We're good down here. We just got some wind and some rain. I'm in Southwest Florida, or Southeast Florida. Not Southwest, this guy hit hard. But the guy comes out, he starts swinging this hatchet. He chops up the McDonald's, goes to the judge. The judge sends him on his way. You don't have to spend any time. That's why you need these skills of self-defense that could save your life, because you might have to be your own first responder, and the police officers are doing the best they can to keep the criminals off the streets, and then some of these cities, and soon the whole state of Chicago next year, just letting them back out. So pick up the skills that could save your life. Carry with them wherever you go. You might not have your stick, but you'll have the skills. All right, so we have this thrust. The idea is he's coming forward, you stick it right between his eyes, you stick it in his face, or you stick it in his throat, or you stick it in the solar plexus, or to the groin. Warning, if you hit him in the throat, that might be it. That could be the end of him. Hello, George, good to see you. So you're here, your hands are up, your first motion is that thrust, and I want you to practice turning your shoulders and your hips, extend your arm, and step. Stepping with your foot, even if it's just a half of an inch, is going to accelerate the speed of that strike and put all your body weight behind it. So you can stop a much bigger, faster, stronger opponent just by taking that little step. So I want you to practice that. Just stepping, step and thrust, step and thrust, step and thrust. Pull to your shoulder and add a strike. Thrust, angle one. Thrust, angle one, angle two. Thrust, 1, 2, 3. Coming across, right? But build your own combination strikes in your practice. Start slowly. Remember the step, step, step. If you want to switch feet, you can switch feet there, but you don't have to. This is self-defense. We're not going for a belt system or anything like that. I just want you to know how to defend yourself. Push, strike, strike, strike. Maybe straight down on top. Maybe it's a downward strike to the knee or coming into his wrist. Maybe he's got that weapon and you smash his arm as he comes forward with it. And then you're retreating a little bit. I like when you go forward, but sometimes you can also move back while you're also striking. But that's how I want you to practice with it. Keep it super simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you start with a thrust, you're gonna end with a thrust. Kind of an upward thrust. So you're gonna start thrust, 1, 2, 3. I'm moving forward just a little bit, and then back, and then bend, and then out. And then switch to your other hand and start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, horizontal, horizontal, down, and thrust. And you might not do that combination when it comes to it because you're gonna ask yourself a question, what targets can you remove or destroy? He might be up here, he might be coming at you. You might just wanna go low. You might wanna go low with any of those strikes. He may be knocked you to the ground and you were able to pick something up that resembles a stick or is a stick and go for a leg. Or you're fighting from your back, or you're fighting from a chair. Hello, Whitey McWhiterton is in Nebraska. That's a good place for you to be, is in Nebraska. Been to Nebraska, lots and lots and lots of corn, lots of fields. Iowa, Nebraska, it's beautiful up there. All right, so you've got your thrust. If you want to do things with 2 sticks, you can practice striking in this Sinawali pattern as a start. Now the Sinawali pattern is going to have one hand crossing the other one and coming back, and then that hand comes and they uncross. And then the hand comes out and the hand crosses, comes back, and then it uncrosses. So think of cross, uncross, which is what Sinawali means. It means weaving. It's a weaving pattern. So if you were to start here on your shoulders, you go forward, forward, crossing, pull your hands in, and this hand is in front, so this hand has to move next. This hand can't come out. It can if you know how to do that, but we're not gonna do that yet. So you're gonna go back like this. Go forward, bring them in, take the hand that's in front and pull it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And really what you're doing is angle 1 and angle 2 on each side. So angle 1, angle 1, angle 2, angle 2. And then switch which hand goes first. So now the other hand is crossing first. Bring that one back and then bring it in. Hello, Garen. We're just finishing with a little Sinawali. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. If you have something to hit it. If you have a partner, practice the sticks together. If not, practice in the air. You're gonna get so much better when you practice. No matter how you practice, just practice. Don't wait to start. Grab a stick, cut it in half, or check that link below and see what the dimensions are. Either buy a pair. These are made out of hickory. This is a pro tip. If you want to get these, you can get them in oak or hickory. Go for hickory. Hickory is going to be heavier. It's going to last a lot longer. They're extremely durable, but these are for self-defense. These are not the kind that I teach in the collie class, which is this, rattan. Now this is a grass, rattan is a grass, and this would just break this thing in half. But that's why these are self-defense. That's the link below. If you want a pair like these, I could send you a pair, just let me know. But those are the ones, if you go to most Filipino martial arts schools or schools that have some kind of kali, eskrima, arnis, they're usually made out of rattan, not bamboo, but rattan, which is very flexible, very durable. But then they get beaten up and eaten up because you practice a lot of stuff together. But we use those to teach how to do stripping and taking the sticks away. But here's something else too that I firmly believe in. I teach all kinds of knife disarms and stick disarms. But when it comes down to it, if someone pulls a knife or pulls a stick, I want you to just come straight in and immediately go for the head and try to take them out for self-defense. Don't try to be Jason Bourne and taking knives away and sticks away, unless you've done that for a long, long time. The best thing to do is just go straight in. That's why I love this first move, the kali, right, stick right through the middle of the nose, right through the face, right into the throat, because as it's coming in, whatever he's doing, he has to now adjust as this stick is coming in his face, especially if it's a hickory self-defense stick like that first link below. You guys have been awesome. I'm gonna make another one of these in a little bit, and I'll see you then. Thank you.